Good afternoon, I'm Casey here at this old greenhouse here in East Tennessee. It is a warm fall day. I think we're 80, maybe lower 80s. And yeah, it has warmed up quite a bit today. So I'm down here to give the plants some water. We'll walk through the greenhouse and do that. I'm still working on digging out my beds. I've gotten a little bit of progress. Got a little thing here for my bird feeder. Got that at Lowe's, it's really cute. This is my bougainvillea, which I'm just sitting here for the time being. I moved my pot out a little bit and got that leveled. I'm going to bring this into the greenhouse pretty soon though, because it is very tropical and it would not make it outside this winter. We've got to get some winterization going. We've got to clean out the pellet stove in the greenhouse. I've got some pellets to start off the fall with, but I'm going to have more, probably a pallet of them to get us through the winter, and I need to do that soon. We're also servicing the wood stove inside the house next week, because it won't be long probably before we'll be starting a fire in that, and getting all my plants moved in here and still cleaning up and organizing, which I still haven't done yet. We'll also walk down the chicken coop and see if anybody has used this new nesting box. I'm hoping they have, and I hope my new layers start soon. They are almost ripe. A little bit of green, I think, on the bottom. I can see just a little bit. That one's still a little green in some parts, but they're looking really good. And these have grown really quick too. Not ready yet, but getting there. Hopefully they'll bloom again this winter, because I did have a winter bloom in here, and I love when the lemons bloom because they smell so good. I've also got a pepper plant out here that I thought about bringing in here in the greenhouse this winter to see if it would keep producing in here, because this time of year it's fixing to turn off cold and that plant will not make it out there. So I thought about bringing it in here. I like to experiment to see what things will do throughout the winter in the greenhouse. I've had tomato plants in here that did really well. So here's my pepper plant, which has got one really nice pepper on here, and if I leave it on here longer it'll turn, you know, like red or purple. And then I've got another one here that probably won't make it, and another one right here if I don't bring it into the greenhouse. And I've never had peppers in the greenhouse, so I really want to experiment with that. All right, let's walk down to the chicken coop. That chicken has been, goodness, that chicken has been in here a lot. Nothing in here. Chicken, go in here. In here. I'm gonna have to get a fake egg and rig up in there. What is she doing over here? Let's look and see. I think she's trying to find a spot. No? I don't see anything. What are you doing? Oh, chickens. So my mom gave me some of the okay, I'm not saying that right. Bell something chickens. I cannot say it. Velvety, whatever. Anyways, we looked those up, and I think those only lay like 190 eggs a year, which is not much. So it might explain why I'm not getting a lot of eggs from those. Let's just peek in here to make sure. Nope. But she's the one that keeps going inside the chicken coop. Hers is a little bit redder too. I think the younger ones are pretty close to laying though. They're getting close. The best thing to do with chickens is not wait until your old layers aren't laying anymore. Definitely every couple years I recommend getting a new batch of chickens, like in the springtime where you can keep them under heat, or if you have a broody hen, even better. That's why I either like to have like a silky or a cochin. You know, they can do all the work for you. Those are really nice to have. They do go broody though frequently, so if you have a lot of them, they can be a pain. It's good to have around though, it really is. Unless you're just wanting chicks throughout the year off and on, or else you'll have to break their broodiness, which I really hate to kind of work against nature, so just letting them do their thing. And a lot of times if you have extra chicks, they're not really too hard to give away, especially once they get past that stage where they don't require heat anymore. Not a cloud in the sky today. There's another huge hurricane headed toward Florida, and they say it's projected to get up to maybe a category 5, but hopefully it will kind of decrease or dissipate a little bit before it hits. I got family that lives close to that area, so I'm praying that it's not a massive destructive situation. Now I'm gonna check my aquarium. Somebody asked me about it one day. Yesterday I did a big old water change on it. It had been months since I'd done one, and it was full of fish poop, which was totally awesome because I got like 4 buckets full of concentrated water full of fish poop, and I fed all of my greenhouse and all of my outdoor plants with all that stuff, and it's amazing. Just natural fertilizer in here. Don't have to do much to get it. Just feed the fish occasionally and they produce the natural fertilizer for everything that I grow around here. And this is extra that I have left. Look at that. Super good free fertilizer. Good Tuesday morning here at the greenhouse. Guys, I thought I would work out in the flower bed this morning because it actually got in the 50s last night and it's nice and cool this morning. I'd say we're probably in the 60s right now, and that is a perfect time for digging in the dirt, even the 50s, because you can get pretty hot out here shoveling dirt. This morning I've got the golf cart, so I'm going to use it to take dirt down to the compost pile. I've got a little bit dug out this morning and I'm just going to make my way across. Check the chickens while we're down here. Oh my goodness, look at that. 3 eggs. Chickens. Lay them in the nesting box. Let me put one in here. Maybe they're freaked out by the curtain. I don't know. Maybe I could tape it up here so they can see the egg. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's put them in here hoping they won't get cracked. Well, we had to take a break. We have a problem, Houston. Look at that. We just found that yesterday.
Every year I get stung in the top of the head by these little suckers.
Well, that's one of the biggest ones I've seen under here. It's been hiding out for a while. So we're gonna move some of the plants in, spray it and run. Move that tree.
Sure.
It's probably heavy.
Yep.
A little bit heavy.
7 million rocks in it. Hello. Bye. Wow, that is so many.
Gross. This has been year of the wasps. We've had a lot this year.
Pile of them.
That was huge. Bye-bye. Y'all, I went to my neighbor's house. He had a bunch of rocks for me. So I'm getting a few at a time because they're very heavy, but I'm going to place them in the flower beds in different spots. I think that'll be really pretty.
Look at that tire.
What's wrong with it?
Those little pieces.
I hired some help.
How much am I paid?
Free help. Because I discovered moving rocks is not my favorite job. Do you have anything to say about it?
Mine either.
Alright, so I decided what I'm going to do. I've laid them out. I think I'm going to make like an entranceway to my flower garden. So I'm going to dig this out a little bit. Probably put a little bit of weed fabric just right here and just make me like a rock entry. Good morning. Alright guys, it is the next day. It is Wednesday and it is super pretty here still. We are having some nice weather It was in the 50s last night, which felt so good. We've like got the windows open today, so I'm just loving it. My husband is down there mowing, and it is dry. Look at all the dust flying. Oh my goodness. I've got to see if I can find some plastic because I really need to put it under those rocks. Oh, these are heavy, heavy, heavy. Oh, ouch, pinched my finger. Man. I figured it'd be easier to put plastic down here because I wanted to keep the weeds out of this, so that's why I'm putting plastic here. I'm gonna put a little bit of pea gravel in between these stones. All right, Rock, come here. I don't want to pick you up because I would like to have my back last. Oh my, it's heavy. Where's my husband when I need him? Oh, of course, I have it flipped the wrong way. This is why you save this work for the cooler months. All right, I gotta find a long stepping stone to kind of go right here, a flat one that I can step on. All right, so I'm gonna get a little bit of river rock that I can put in between those rocks, and we'll see how that looks.
Better turn that rock over.
What rock?
That's a step. You're gonna catch your foot on that.
On what?
Right there.
Do you want to turn it over for me? Okay, guys. I like it. I gotta cut the plastic, but I may end up like making some more steps out into the yard because eventually I'm gonna have something in the middle too, or maybe some winding paths going in through here. I gotta get a little bit more rock in here. And then, like I said, I think there needs to be a third step, maybe angled out here. Right, I'm headed down to the chicken coop. Let's go see what the chickens have done today. All right, chickens, what's the verdict? One egg. Now, they're laying beside the nesting box. Boo. Y'all, I think they're just afraid of getting in here. So I did tape this up last night, just thinking maybe this curtain's freaking them out, and put one of the eggs in here. But they still decided to lay right there. So, okay, well, whatever. It's an egg nonetheless. But see the size of them? They're smaller. So definitely a new layer. I'm still going to put it in here in hopes that somebody... it's hard to get it. It's hard to get it to stay on one of these roll-out boxes. Okay, come on. I'll put it like a little piece of pine shaving there. Maybe though. What is it? What are you wanting? Okay, I got it to stay. All right, lay in the nesting box. Yeah, lay in the nesting box. It's not going to hurt you. All right. Hello there. Hello there. You looking for somewhere to lay? I still got a few fall flowers blooming. I do every year. Cosmos, they always last the longest, and they're super pretty. Look at those. I just love the cosmos. And one reason why I grow them is because I know they'll last longer than most of the other summer flowers. I still have some of the little ice plant. This is a succulent, and it's really pretty. Another one I got at the local nursery. It is a different color slightly. It's kind of a two-tone. It's got orange in the middle, but it is also a perennial, which is really cool. And I've got a little orange one. And then, of course, my coreopsis are still blooming. And they're super pretty too. Look at that. They've got little bees on them. And my little moss rose, also a perennial.